Dear Lady Love TV.
Ruined Fairy Tale with Mr. Billionaire. Tunghayan na po natin ang ika-6 na bahagi. Alam mo ba kung ilang bata ang nagugutom sa mundo? Hindi ka dapat mamili ng pagkain. Hindi din ako namimili ng pagkain, but it doesn't mean I don't have any favorite food. I like Mexican and Filipino food. I wasn't asking. He muttered but she ignored him. So, Habis, it's my turn to ask. He shot her a glare. Humalukip-kip ito lalo at naging dahilan para maging prominente ang malulusog nitong dibdib. He beat a back groan. Fine, she snipped. Imbis na magtanong, natagpuan niya ang sariling nakatitig sa sketchpad na nasa tabi nito. Akmang aabutin niya iyon, pero biglang hinagilap iyon ni Cassie at itinago sa likuran nito. Off limits. Namumula mga pisngi nito. Hindi niya napigilan ang pagkunot ng noo. Gumapang isang ngiti sa kanyang labi. Now, she only made him more curious. What are you hiding there? Nothing. Then, bakit ayaw mong ipakita? Because it's personal. I thought you wanted us to get to know each other better. We should share each other's secret. Nakatayo na siya at humakbang palapit dito. Nanlaki ang mga mata nito at biglang tumayo rin mula sa chase. Pero bago ito makatakbo, ay nahagip na niya ito sa bewang. No, you can't. Come on, Cassie. Show me what's in there. He tickled her and she laughed uncontrollably. Hanggang sa nabitawan din ito ang sketchpad. Ha? Mayabang niyang ngisi. Sabay hagip sa sketchpad. No, give it back. You cheat. Pero nakatakbo na siya at nabuksan na niya ang sketchpad. Tumambad sa kanya mga sketches ng mga baby clothes. I said give it back. Hinaklit nito pabalik ang sketchpad at niyakap iyon. Tumalikod ito at bumalik sa chase sa malaking hakbang. Ilang segundo muna siyang napatitig sa pang-upo nito bago siya natauhan. Napailing siya sa sarili saka ito sinundan. So, you like baby clothes? Hindi siya nito pinansin at diretso lang na umupo. Ba't ayaw mo ipakita sa akin? Matalim siya nitong tinitigan, pero ngumisi lang siya. Umupo rin siya ulit sa chase niya. Dumampot ito ng isang libro na nasa tabi rin nito. Binuksan iyon at itinaas sa mukha nito. Dahilan para hindi niya ito makita. Nawala ang ngiti niya. Galit ba talaga ito sa kanya? Your sketches are good, he offered. Hindi pa rin ito umimik. I like the ones with the frills and laces. Deadma pa rin ito. Hey, hinila niya pababa ang libro. Pero inis na hinampas nito ang kamay niya gamit ang hardbound na libro. Ow, that hurts. Her big pretty eyes glared at him. Umungol ito at inilibing ang mukha sa mga pahina ng makapal na libro. You stupid jerk. Singhal nito pagkatapos. What? Inosente niyang itinaas sa mga kamay. Inangat nito ang mukha at muli siyang pinukulan ng matalim na titig. Sinubukan niya pero hindi niya napigilan ang pagngiti. Ang cute kasi nito pag nagagalit. Have you ever heard of the word privacy? I thought you wanted us to get to know each other better. Whatever. Muli nitong pinantakip sa mukha ang libro. Kinagat niya ang labi para pigilin ang pagngiti. Matapos ang ilang segundo, ay nangulumbaba siya habang nakatitig dito. Kulay dilaw ang payong nila at mula sa tumatago sa sikat ng araw, napapaliguan sila ng gininto ang liwanag. The soft warm light was bathing Cassie in a golden glow. Hindi niya napigil ang sarili. Marahan niyang hinila ang ilang hibla ng buhok ng dalaga. What? Angil nito. Ngumisi siya. So, why baby clothes? Marahas na bumuntong hininga ito, saka umayos ng upo at matalim siyang tinitigan. Magulo ang mukha nito at namumula pa rin ang mga pisngi. He suddenly had the urge to lean her and nuzzle his nose against her flushed cheeks. Kapag may sinasabi kang iba, I swear, I will trash your car so bad that even junk shop would buy it. Lalo siyang napangisi. For someone who looked so sweet and fragile, she had a gangster flair when it came to spitting bone-chilling threats. Too bad, walang special sa kotse ko. Wala akong personal attachment doon. I was never materialistic, Cassie. Sarcastic itong tumawa. He grinned and tugged at her hair again. Come on, spit it out. What's with the baby clothes? I just like them, okay? I just like those. It's just my hobby. Natutuwa lang ako sa baby clothes. I'm an only child and I never had many playmates aside from Sid. And kids are cute. And why are you grinning? Lalo lamang siyang napangiti. Hindi ko alam kung maintindihan kung bakit parang nahihiya kang ipakita sa iba. They're good and there's nothing wrong with liking baby clothes. Pwede kang magbukas ng butik at mag-design ng mga damit at ibenta ang mga yon. Sandali itong natigilan. Pagkatapos ay napalamlam ang mga mata at iniiwas ang tingin sa kanya. Nanigas sa mga kalamnan niya. I have never been very healthy. I don't think Dad would ever let me open a boutique. Masyadong matatakot yun sa isiping mapapagod ako. He found his muscles relaxing. He thought she was angry because of something he said. Come on, your father seemed like a good person. I'm sure kung kakausapin mo siya ng maayos, papayag yon. Hindi mo kailangang patakbuhin ang butik ng mag-isa. You can hire trusted people to help you to do the workload and it wouldn't be too stressful. Her gaze flicked back on him then, her big pretty eyes painfully hopeful and innocent. His heart twisted and he was forced to look away from her. You think so? Sure? Maikli at walang emosyon niyang sagot. Agad napansin iyon ni Cassie at naging tense din ang upo nito. He clenched his teeth. He was really an ass. So, what's the next question? Aniya, pilit na ibinabalik ang normal na mood sa pagitan nila. Alangan itong napakagatlabi at hindi niya napigilan na hawakan ito sa baba. Stop doing that. You're bruising your lips. Huli na bago niya napagtanto kung gaano ka-intimate ang gesture na iyon. Parang napasong binitawan niya ito agad at lumayo. Sorry. Oh no, it's okay. Yes, yung 20 questions. So, hobbies? Maliwanag na nailang din ng dalaga sa sitwasyon at gusto agad ibahin ang topic. Sumagot siya nang hindi nag-iisip. I volunteer at La Soledad whenever I can. La Soledad? Natigilan siya. Hindi niya planong sabihin dito ang tungkol sa La Soledad. That place was too personal for him. Maingat niyang ibinalik ang titig sa dalaga. She was looking at him expectantly, her pretty face curious and open like a child. It's a home. Karamihan sa mga bata doon inaabuso ng pamilya o ng mga kamag-anak ng mga to. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be nosy. It's okay. Muli niyang iniiwas ang tingin dito. So, gaano kadalas ka mag-volunteer doon? Every Saturdays at Sundays at kapag may mahalagang okasyon doon, nandun ako. So, pupunta ka ngayong Saturday at Sunday? No. Bakit? I'm on vacation. Alam nilang hindi ako makakapunta ngayong linggo. Dahil ba pinersakit ang samahan ako ng 2 linggo? Nagulat na napatingin siya rito. He did not expect her to be so blunt. Malungkot itong ngumiti at tumingala sa kanya. I'm sorry for being so persistent. I bet ginulo ko na yung schedule mo. It's okay, Rafi. You don't have to stay with me on the weekends. You can go. You can come with me if you want. Huli na bago niya namalayan ang sinabi niya. Mabilis itong napaupo at napatitig sa kanya. Gusto niyang bawiin ang alok niya, pero hindi niya magawa dahil sa ngiti sa labi ng dalaga. Really? Napakasaya ng ngiti nito at wala siyang ibang magawa kundi tumango. Oh, sure. Pwede tayong pumunta ngayong Sabado at Linggo. They would be happy to have another volunteer. Her face broke into a heartfelt smile and it made him feel like shit. Tila isang anghel ang tingin nito sa kanya. Samantalang ang totoo ay inimbitahan lang niya ito nang hindi nag-iisip. Hindi niya ito inimbita dahil gusto niya itong kasama. At hindi lang niya mabawi iyon ngayon dahil masayang-masaya na ito sa pag-imbita niya. He was really an ass. Is it really okay? Do you think Dad would let me? Lumunok siya at nag-iwas ng tingin dito. It's okay. I'll talk to your dad. Bago pa siya makahuma, ay dumukwang ito at mahigpit siyang niyakap sa leeg. Her lilac and lavender scent assaulted his senses and he found his gut clenching tightly at the feel of her. Thank you. Thank you. I swear, hindi ako magiging pasaway. I'm going to be in the best behavior. Mabilis itong kumalas at naramdaman niya ang malamig nang mawala ang init nito. What do you think the kids will like? Should I bring some pastries or maybe some books? He tried his best to smile back at her as he answered. They're not picky. Even sweets will do. I really want to have siblings, pero mahirap ang pagbubuntis ni Mama, kaya hindi talaga pwede. I wouldn't want to endanger Mom's life just for my selfish wish. I really wish they adopted kids, but they are not comfortable with it. Mas gusto pa rin nila ang sarili nilang dugo. I understand and respect that. Pero kapag ako, mag-aampon talaga ako. I will adopt many kids and I will love them as my own. I don't think you have to be blood-related to become family. Seryosong-seryoso ang maganda nitong mukha habang sinasabi iyon. Her sincerity made him feel worse. She was really serious about all this. Pero heto siya, binabaliwala ang mga lahat ng ginagawa nito at hindi iyon pinapahalagahan. Iniwas niya ang tingin dito. Nung una pa lang ay buo na yung plano niya. Cassie never stood a chance on him. He never even for a single second considered giving this relationship a chance. Kagaya ng pag-imbita niya rito, ang pagpayag niya sa 2 linggong engagement na to ay dahil lang sa magkahalong konsensya at pagnanais na makabawi rito. But he knew from the start that he would not change his mind. He would take back La Soledad and go back to Annie. An overwhelming sense of guilt ravaged his system at the thought of his ex-girlfriend. Pero pinaalala niya sa sarili na 6 na araw na lang naman. 6 na araw na lang at matatapos na ang lahat. Do you think the kids will like me? I've never had any experience with kids before. What if they hate me? Pinwersa niya ang sariling tumitig muli rito. Her eyes were full of uncertainty and concern. They won't hate you. It's impossible to hate you. Tila nagulat ito. She blushed and a painfully shy smile graced her lips. Really? She asked, her voice small and uncertain. Umiwas siya ng tingin dito at pumikit. Ayaw na niyang makita pa ito. Maingat siyang humugot ng hangin. Really? Tangi niyang nasabi. At totoo yon. No one could hate Cassie. It was not possible. Quite the opposite. Anyone would like her. She would know. Because try as he might, he could not help but like her too. He liked her. He liked her too much, actually. I told you to free your schedule for 2 weeks. Pigil na sigaw ng kanyang ama mula sa cellphone. Pinilit ni Rafi na manatiling kalmado habang tinatahak ang kahabaan ng EDSA, pabalik sa hotel. I'm not going to urge about this with you. I'll be there in 30 minutes. Pinatayan niya ng telepono ang ama at ipinaling niya ang lahat ng atensyon sa pagmamaneho. It was early Saturday morning. Hindi pa sumisikat ang araw at ni wala pang traffic sa EDSA. Galing siya sa main laboratory. Nagkaroon ng ilang problema sa testing ng bagong gamot na sinusuri nila, kaya kailangan niyang tingnan iyon. He had been away for less than a day but his father was hounding him already. Huminto siya sa intersection ng magpula ang ilaw. Sandali niyang ipinikit ang mga mata at hinilot ang sentido. Kitang-kita niya na talagang desidido yung tatay niya na gamitin siya para makapasok sa pamilya ni Cassie. Humugot siya ng hangin at ipinaandar muli ang sasakyan na magpalit ang kulay ng traffic lights. His father wanted him to marry a rich clan. This was what it was all about. Hindi siya nito napilit na manahin ang negosyo nito, kaya ngayon ipinipersa siyang magpakasal sa isang galing sa mayamang akan. He gritted his teeth. Hindi siya magugulat kung sinadya pa nitong ibenta ang lupa ng La Soledad sa pamilya ni Cassie para lang may magamit laban sa akin. Humugot siya ng malalim na hininga para kalmahin ang umaapaw na galit para sa ama. He wouldn't let his father control him though. Never. It was time to end this. Kinuha niya ang cellphone na tinawagan ng isang numero. Yes? It was Cassie's father's voice greeted him from the other line. Sir, this is Rafi. This may sound rude and sudden, but you do have time to spare me with this morning? May kailangan lang akong sabihin. Sure, iho. You don't have to be so polite. Puno ng init ang tinig ng lalaki at lalo iyong nagpatatag sa determinasyon niyang sabihin dito ang totoo. Anong oras ba yung gusto mo mag-usap? I'm on my way to the hotel. Can we talk when I get there? Of course. Thank you, sir. Nagpaalam siya at tinapos ang tawag. Dumating siya sa hotel ng mga ito 8:00 ng umaga. Hindi siya dumaan sa suite niya kung saan sigurado siya naghihintay ang kanyang ama. Sa halip, dumiretso siya sa opisina ng chairman kung saan alam niyang hinihintay siya ng alma ni Cassie. Mainit siyang initian ng ama nito na makita siya. Good morning, Rafi. How was the work in the lab? Pinilit niyang umiti din sa lalaki at isinara ang pinto ng opisina nito. Naglakad siya papunta sa harap ng mesa at umupo isa sa mga office chairs doon. Morning too. Everything went fine. There were few glitches with the new product and we had to retest it before we ran it in the market. Tumango ang matandang lalaki. I really admire your dedication. Nakalive ka pero isang tawag lang sa'yo ay pumunta ka agad sa trabaho. Men like you are truly rare. We are truly lucky that you consider this engagement with Cassie. Sa sinabi nito, ininigas ang kalamnan niya. He suddenly found it wise as hard to say the words he was determined to say. Marahil iniisip mo na may side ang matandang ito nang pumayag ako sa proposed engagement ng papa mo. Lumunok siya at tumitig sa lalaki. May malamlam na ngiti ang mga labi nito. I was actually against it at first, but when I found about you, I couldn't help but think that if I would leave my child to someone, it would be with someone like you. Doon na siya hindi nakatiis. He did not want to pretend and lie to this person anymore. This person did not deserve that. I don't want this engagement. Malinaw niya nakita ang gulat sa mga mata nito. Sir, ayokong sirain yung tatay ko pero ang totoo, hindi ako pumayag sa engagement na to. Agad niya nakita nag-iba ang timpla ng mabait na mukha ng matandang lalaki. Pero nagpatuloy siya. He did not want to lie or use dirty tactics to get what he wanted. Gawain iyon ng ama niya. Kahit kailan ay hindi siya magiging kagaya ng lalaking yon. It's my father. He's the one who wants this engagement. He sold La Soledad land to you and told me that you would turn it into a shopping mall to get me to agree with this engagement. Naging blanco ang ekspresyon sa mukha ng lalaki. Doon niya napagtanto na sa kabila ng kabaitan nito, naroon sa loob nito ang malupit at matigas na negosyante na nagpapatakbo ng malaking korporasyon. Napuno ng tensyon ang buong kalamnan niya habang nakatitig sa ama ni Cassie. I see. Sa wakas ay sabi nito, huwag kang mag-alala iho. Ibabalik ko sa iyo ang titulo ng lupa. Hindi magiging shopping mall ang La Soledad. And I would never do that. Tumango siya, pero nanatiling puno ng tensyon. Ramdam pa rin niya ang pinipigil na galit at dismaya ng natatandang lalaki. Marahil napansin iyon ng kausap kaya malungkot itong ngumiti sa kanya. It's okay. I was just shocked and disappointed. Hindi lang sa tatay mo kundi pati sa sarili ko. Masyado akong natuwa nang malaman ko ang tungkol sa'yo at hindi ko na naisip ang tama. I should have seen just how ridiculous the whole situation is. Napailing ito sa sarili at lumambong ang mga mata. The proud tycoon suddenly looked older. I suppose I was just too happy and excited to find the perfect man for my only child that I disregarded everything else. Forgive this old man. It was not my intention to cause you trouble. Umiling siya at hindi niya maiwasang isipin kung bakit hindi lahat na magulang ay kagaya nito. No, you have been very kind. Nagpapasalamat ako sa inyo na naibenta ng tatay ko yung lupa sa inyo. Ayokong isipin na maaaring mangyari kung hindi. I would send the payment this afternoon. Thank you, sir. You don't know how much this meant to me. Malungkot na ngumiti ang lalaki. Nakita rin niyang may halong wistfulness doon. I am right. You are truly a good man. You would definitely make a good husband. Muli, nanigas ang buo niyang katawan. Sa lahat ng ito, pinanatili niya ang sariling hindi iniisip si Cassie. This last week with her made him feel emotions he did not want to feel. Being with her just made his chest hurt. Will you grant me a small favor though? May bahid pa rin ng lungkot ang mukha nito kahit bumalik na ang masigla nitong ngiti. Huwag mo munang sabihin kay Cassie. She seems to really like you. I know I am being selfish but I will you. Please continue being with her even just for a little while. Kahit ilang linggo lang, let me be the one to break the news to her. I have been very protective of her and as a result, she has very few people around her. I can't help it. She's my only child. Having people like you around their child would definitely help make any parent feel at ease. But if it's too much, I understand. Mabilis siyang umiling. The thought of telling Cassie himself that he's canceled her engagement made him uneasy. Sa tingin niya ay mas mabuti kung magulang na lang nito ang magsabi rito. Isa pa, 2 araw na lang at tapos na ang 2 weeks trial period nila. If things went well, Cassie would break their engagement herself 2 days from now. Hindi na nito kailangang malaman pa ang tungkol dito. It's okay. Mabuti na rin siguro kung kayo na po yung magsasabi sa kanya. Tila nakahinga ng maluwag doon ang ama ng dalaga. Thank you. Just give me some time. But if you ever feel that it's too much, I understand. You can tell her and stop seeing her anytime you want. Payak itong tumango. Wala siyang maaaring pagpilian. Dapat ay tanggapin na lamang niya ang bagay at magpasalamat. After all, things had gone smoothly. Things could have gone so much worse. It was just a couple of more days. Iyon ang paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi sa sarili.